Good morning, Froggers. You made it to Friday at the end of the week, and you're now deserving of having a couple days off, and that goes for everybody. We have a ton of new followers. We have nurses, we have civilians that are thinking about getting into law enforcement, a lot of spouses, a lot of police survivors, right, next of kins, and we're grateful, for everybody who's on here, the people that care about us, right? During good and bad, because everybody likes you when you're at the top of the mountain, and it takes a special individual to care about us when we're either not doing so well or we're on a topic as taboo or controversial as mental health in the profession of first responders. So we're grateful for everybody that's on here. And look, I was gonna drop a lot of stuff on you guys today that I've been observing in our profession. And being Friday, driving over here, I was like, I just don't want to send off people on a Friday with a bunch of baggage and bullshit, right? We have enough of that in our life. So, this being the end of the Police Appreciation Week, last couple of days, I've had a lot of the children from partners that we have lost, right? At least down here in South Florida and throughout the country. Our honor guard is up in Washington at the police memorial, and seeing the names on the police memorial, and sometimes they sketch it with pencils and a paper. That's traumatic in itself, because it takes us right back to the day that we lost those people, and we'll never forget those days, right? There's nothing worse than hearing. Everybody has these sounds like an animal that's injured, right? Or a crying baby when they're in pain, or hearing officer down on a radio, right? It's the worst thing you've ever heard. All your hairs are standing up. You have goosebumps because you're en route to that scene flying, and you don't know the extent of officer being down, And if you've been dispatched to a call like that, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it now. It's one of those, it's a living nightmare, right? So if it's bad for us, imagine the survivors and the families. And what really always gets me is what's always gotten me in my profession has been the children, right? Calls with kids and the survivors of the children of officers that have been killed, right? And military and stuff. And when you see the look in these children's eyes, it's beyond sad. And then we go through a range of emotions, anger and sadness, and it's we don't dwell on that, but it's always going to be in the back of our mind. And in an aspect, it should be, because that is what we use to get ourselves home every day. And if you want to honor our brothers and sisters who have been taken from us way too early, it's to take care of yourself. Because I'm sure if I had a phone and I can call them up there in heaven and say, hey, what do you want from my brothers and sisters down here? To take care of themselves. So always remember that. So I didn't want to leave you guys with a bunch of the shit that I was going to say. I'll probably say it next week. And it's not bashing anybody. It's always to lift up and never break down, right? Our job is to be better, mind, body, soul, spirit, and to win every day, the battles of every day, to come home, and not only come home, but to come home in a good state, so we're good for our loved ones and the people around us that do care about us, right? And we can stop giving them the world of shit. So on Friday, my message is brief. I want you to have a good weekend. Watch your alcohol consumption. Don't run to the bottle. Don't run to the pills. Run to one another, okay? Run to me, call me, text me. We understand each other, okay, more than you think. So I'm grateful for everybody's service. I feel horrible for the brothers and sisters that we've lost in this profession. And again, listen, everybody who's on here, nurses, civilians, people that are thinking about getting into law enforcement, past military, that continue to have flashbacks and feel betrayed by the actions of our country. Listen, prayer and being good to yourself is just the answer, right? talking to people, therapy, peer support, all the good things, right? I always ask you to hydrate and nourish your body with good food, nourish your mind with great thoughts and with support. We got to lean on each other. Sometimes we can't go against the tide by ourselves, right? So we're here for you. Like I said, we have new followers. You know, if you see some of the past videos, you'll see my struggles in the past with addictions, alcohol and pills, and you know, a lot of us suicidal ideology. It's always in the background, and what we're trying to do is to be better for ourselves and for our families, our loved ones, and for our partners. We are all we have. There is nobody, especially a lot of these departments and these county governments, right? These cities, nobody is coming to your aid. Nobody is going to understand you other than us. It's us and it's we, okay? And for the civilians and the spouses and everybody's on here, we are grateful. Because if it wasn't for you guys, it would seem to us like the entire world hates us. So we're grateful for everybody that's on here. It's a confidential, safe space for everybody to share their thoughts, whether you want to do it personally with me or if you want to remark on some of the videos or stuff. But this is home. I want it to be home for everybody here. So brief message today, and I hope you have a good weekend. Watch your alcohol consumption. Stay hydrated. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch your surroundings. And God bless you and thank you for everything you do. And we're praying for the families and the children of the officers, the brothers and sisters that we've lost. It's something that you know, the last couple of days have been on my mind, and those are probably the ones that I feel the worst for, you know, and nothing, life goes on and we keep moving forward, never backwards, okay? So with that, happy Friday, have a great weekend, and do the right things, take care of yourself and love yourself. You do matter, contrary to what other people are telling you, all right? God bless you. Happy Friday, guys. 3 a.m. fog.